Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the OTT pod. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more of a real talk thing again. We're going to be talking about Ja Morant and the recent controversies around him. He's been in the headlines for not the right reasons recently, and it's a good time to discuss the decisions he's making and how we think his career is going to play out from now on. So, a few months ago, if you'll remember, the controversies...
Stripper video.
No, it wasn't that first. The first ever thing was that he flashed a gun, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know the exact timeline because do you remember that his friends in the arena were like threatening people or some shit, or they were like...
Wasn't it the Lakers game?
No, it was the Pacers game.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't he beat up the 17-year-old kid first?
Yeah, that's
That
Wasn't that the first? And then like that was the first thing. That kind of got not blown over, but then it went to the
overshot.
It got grazed over, and then it went to the club incident. And then after the club incident,
Are you saying the club incident as in the stripper one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't, guys.
And then, listen. And then the club incident re-sparked the 17-year-old like controversy thing.
I guess.
Yeah, and I think we're kind of also forgetting about how he first started going viral for drinking lean on the.
He never did that. I don't think he ever did that. You think?
A year ago, I watched that thing.
You're probably thinking the wrong person.
I think you're thinking.
It was him. I swear to God.
You're thinking Mikal Bridges. You're thinking Mikal Bridges.
Did he do that?
Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a whole rapper.
Yeah.
I like him even more now.
You never saw that?
No.
He was a legit music.
Okay, well, the first thing that we're going to talk about regarding Ja Morant is the incident in which his friends were in the Indiana Pacers arena and they were removed and escorted out due to making threats.
Asked not to come back.
Yep, kicked out. So, I think if we're in the shoes of Ja Morant, let's imagine NBA superstar. Literally, the NBA is in your hands, bro. You're like an electric ass player. Why the fuck are you even putting yourself around those people in the first place?
Influence.
I get that, but
it's just bad friend group. That's what.
Listen, I'll say this right now.
but do you think?
It wasn't his.
But do you think?
Young boy has said it. He says what he puts that shit in people's ears like on purpose, bro. He puts that killing all this shit in people's ears for a reason.
But do you think?
Ja is just acting it out.
This is a question that I have for you guys. Do you think that Ja is being led into this by the pressure of like this friend group that he's in, or do you think that he purposely tries to stick around them to try to fit the image of being hard and stuff?
He's trying to stick around them. I mean, it got put out like literally this week, like on a podcast. Like he's throwing up crit. He's trying to claim crit.
Mm-hmm. You saw the dude that said like, yeah, the shit.
He said if he wanted to claim crit, we'll show him crit.
Yep.
But yeah, that came out earlier this week.
And then there was also the Shannon Sharp incident where,
Oh, that
he was talking crazy to Shannon Sharp, bro. That's like...
Can't talk crazy to Hulk.
Nope. But this is a quote from Shannon Sharp. And he said, Ja did everything he could to lift himself and his family out of this type of environment and to get away from this. And for some reason, he wants to surround himself with these type of people. Why? Bro, you know hard. That's your life. People in that life would give anything to be in your life. And I think that is so perfectly said.
Yeah.
But I think he missed one key point. And that is, Ja did not grow up in a difficult area. No, he wasn't rich.
Photos. I'll pop up his family pictures.
He wasn't rich. But he did not make it out the trenches. There were no trenches in play.
Did he go to a private or Catholic school?
Yeah, eventually he did, because he got recruited, I bet.
Yeah.
But
you know what? We need Murray State, Ja Morant.
you know what a perfect analogy that I was talking to my brother with is for this? You know the RDC World video, the rapper video? How they try to go back into the hood?
Yeah.
It's so perfect for this, dude.
because
We're gonna go back to the hood, slide on the ops. We don't have ops.
Because RDC makes videos based on real.
Mm-hmm.
That is like perfect.
Yeah.
Like comparison. This dude has been given a second opportunity of just doing what he does, and he screwed it up.
Okay. I mean, but listen.
It's like my mom. No, not everybody gets a second chance at his level.
Mm-hmm.
It's either
not many people even get a first chance.
He's on his like fourth chance by now, I would
it's
say.
either no. Okay, fourth. It's either you excel and keep a good image, or you just sink.
I think that's his talent, though. I think his talent earned him his second chance as well. If a role player was doing the things that he would be doing,
He
he
would
would
be
be in
gone.
China. Yeah.
Okay,
You,
but
you probably wouldn't even be in China.
what do we think the city of Memphis has had to do with this?
I think
Russia.
that people are trying to upplay that card that Memphis is like a violent city and stuff. I think he would have done this wherever he went.
I don't know.
No, I think he might be doing
Yeah.
this because the pressure's on.
There's that grit. That's true as well.
Might
But
be.
there's that gritty culture in Memphis. You know, like Memphis has that like tough grind, grit, like motto to their city.
That's different.
It's a
than to
grind.
be a hood rat.
But I think that's like what he's trying to do to like assimilate himself into like the culture of the city.
Memphis. Yeah, yeah.
He wants to be like that guy in Memphis, you know,
But
put
he
Memphis
could
on the
just
map.
practice and become
Memphis is like
that.
one of the least popular like franchises in terms of like market size and stuff like that. So, you know.
Listen, we remember going back to like when John got suspended the first time. He said, or it says in an interview, he realizes, quoted, "what I have to lose," and said he would try to be more responsible, more smarter, and staying away from all the bad decisions.
He did it in broad day. They caught, like RDC said, they got you in 4K.
Dude, his friend tried to move the camera away as
know.
well.
That is
His friend knew he messed up.
that is W Mans. He saw it and was like, oh.
All right, and
This is legit what I saw. It was like, yeah. Oh.
on the topic of Ja Morant also, I'm sorry to geek out a little bit about this, but I did realize this. It was in the headlines like a couple weeks ago when the All NBA teams came out. Ja Morant did not make an All NBA team. He had the numbers to make one, in my opinion, but he did not make an All NBA team, which directly affects how much he can make. Because no. Listen, the NBA has a rule with the Players Association that a player is not eligible for a supermax deal unless they make an All NBA team.
Yeah.
So he's not eligible to receive the supermax that he was for sure going to get. He missed out on $39 million.
I mean, think
39 mil.
He literally just barely signed that Nike deal before all this went down.
$39 million is what he lost because he tried to look hard.
That might be getting changed. And we're back. Special guest star, Rookie Steckner.
He showed up in a little stroller outside on our doorstep, and we had to take him in. So, all right, continuing on the Ja Morant thing, we were just talking about how his decisions have directly impacted to him losing a good amount of money. So, Eric, if you don't know, Ja Morant obviously had all the controversy, and he didn't make the All NBA team, which like he didn't make like classifies one of the best players, which means he like missed out on a big like contract extension. And I was gonna ask you guys if you think the controversy is something that like impacted him not making an All NBA team. What do you guys think? Because I personally believe that he had the numbers to be on an All NBA second team or All NBA third team at least.
You said the suspension have anything to do with him making all.
Not the suspension, maybe the suspension too, but I'm saying his actions off the court.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, your
Without
all
a doubt.
NBA team is your top players. Those are the players that you are trying to broadcast, that you are pushing out their social media. You don't want to put a so-called thug out there to see that like his behavior and whatever is being supported.
Totally.
Yeah, because you got little kids that look up to these people.
Yeah.
Bro, Ja already got these little kids trying to act hard too.
It's a parade inside the city, yeah.
Like he's some little kid's like hero.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
everyone wants to be like Ja Morant, like
Exactly.
jump and hit the top of the backboard.
Right.
You know.
Morant on a million backs.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was bad.
In Memphis, he is.
All right, so
Wait, honestly, I think you might. He probably still gonna be alright.
what do you think
Because
is all right? What do you think is
No.
all right for him?
All okay. First person I think of when it comes to controversy, and you would know so well.
John Jones.
DC.
John Jones.
Okay.
John Jones
Yeah,
has been
DC
involved
John
in
Jones,
hit and runs,
Yeah.
wellness policies,
DUIs.
DUIs,
Cocaine.
chasing somebody, cocaine, chasing somebody with a
Failed
shotgun throughout a
drug.
parking lot,
Fell drug test.
and people still
But-
were, people
but
still
as a
look,
UFC
as a
athlete,
UFC
it's totally
athlete.
different. Like it's part of like the business. It's
I know,
part of,
but
like, the
still
persona
nobody brings up that
as
stuff
a, as
anymore.
a fighter. Like it's totally different. Like as a representative of the NBA. Like
I know, but
John Morant can't be acting like that.
John
Yeah.
Jones is a representative of the UFC.
No, but
But
let's
is,
keep
like,
it above.
It is
as a
different.
fighter,
Yeah, it is. I feel
as
what
a
he's saying,
fighter,
yeah.
like he's like an independent contractor.
Yeah.
Like he's his own image.
And that improves his image too in a way.
Yeah.
That makes it gives John Jones like a scary image,
It gives him
reckless,
a platform. It gives him something that people can use his name to talk about.
Right?
like with
That's
Conor
what
McGregor.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, build a
Oh yeah, Conor McGregor too.
Conor McGregor was a great
Conor
fighter.
McGregor
He
didn't
was
back
an
it up. Conor McGregor did not back it up.
The shit talk is an
Yeah.
integral part
Exactly.
of the UFC
Yeah.
business.
That brought
that's not the
brought
case in
more
the NBA.
fans to like the UFC than it was the biggest growth like that the UFC has seen in viewership in years.
So maybe John Morant has a future in the UFC. Who knows?
Maybe WWE. You know,
Okay, so wait though.
A little bit.
Nah, he gonna be alright.
No, I
I
mean,
know he's right.
There's weight classes for a
Feather.
reason.
no, I mean, when his arms.
Morant
is
versus
longer than
Sterling, bro.
others, So that would distort the opponent. He'd be able to.
Sterling
land
goes
some
for a
lucky
shot.
shots.
Oh my gosh, he put on a block.
Whoa!
No, but let's be real.
Just
He would
Joe
be able-
Rogan.
Nah, bro. First, John Morant's first UFC fight. Him versus the 17-year-old, bro. Run it back. Run it back. Run him versus the 17-year-old back, bro.
What was it? It was I don't remember the guy's name.
Who?
The 17-year-old guy.
I don't think.
I don't think his name was
No,
released.
the name was released.
I don't want to call him disabled. But what's his? It's like Rose something.
Rose Namajunas?
No. They don't count as an alphabet.
I don't know who he's
It's a
talking
female.
about.
No.
I don't know who he's talking about.
All right, I say we wrap up the talk
This-
about John Morant. We've given him enough time on this one. He's gotta, take his time. Maybe go back to rehab, whatever the fuck that did.
I think we're forgetting about how we also threatened a mall
Jack.
security guard.
I think that was in relation
That was in relation
to the 17-year-old thing.
because it was at a Foot Locker.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I still.
I think that was just
I
at
thought
that.
it was a pickup game.
Oh, you might be right.
No, it was another thing.
He did. He got in an altercation at a mall. I remember that
Oh,
video.
he is
Yeah, he got in.
Wait a minute, he is the John Jones of the
Listen,
NBA.
listen. There was a thing at a Foot Locker.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy was mistreating his mom, and so
Yeah.
his mom called Ja and his boys instead of just.
That
leaving
was
the
the
store
17-year-old, I think.
or
I
calling-
think.
No, the
or calling
17-year-old was the
security
pickup
guard.
game.
Or
No.
Listen.
It was a pickup
Listen. And Ja didn't just pull up with like two friends.
He brought his whole crew.
Ja brought like 8 or 9 other
He
dudes.
brought his whole gang.
And they were sitting there like the dude ran like locked himself in a room. They were sitting there banging on the door like
9 other people is what it
Yeah,
says in this
yeah.
report.
Wait, was it a pickup game though?
They
No,
were
this
there-
was the
they
mall.
Were there for like an
Yeah.
hour or so, like tormenting this guy while he's sitting in the back room just for like I don't fucking know, not taking his mom's return or something. Like it can't happen.
Yeah.
But
I think Ja will not live up to the hype that he once had.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that
he lost the hype.
I don't think so.
I
I
think he lost.
as long as he produces on the court, if he slows down at all, or if he has an off season, motherfuckers are not gonna let him live it down.
He's gonna be like
He
John Jones.
has to, like, everything is on the line next season
Yeah,
for him.
He- that's why I said he's like John Jones.
Yeah,
He-
everything is
as
on the
long-
line.
As long as he does what he does on the court and not off the court,
How much-
he's
how
going
much
to be fine. He's going to be fine.
I actually don't know. You want to look that up real quick? Well, here, when you look that up, I'm just gonna. You don't forget how to play basketball.
No.
But with a lot of this brings a lot of stuff up here, and that
It's pressure.
That could change. It's pressure that could change his work ethic. You can see that go down. See him start hanging around with more guys in the street, not hitting the gym. That goes down. That's all he has right now is a skill. to hold
We
on
gonna
to.
see
He
John
doesn't
next
have. He
season
does
with
not
the
have an
rebound.
NBA personality.
We gonna see
John Morant is through contract until 2028, by the way,
Yeah, so he's
on a massive contract. But he could have had more. 5 years, 194 mil.
He's making
Oh,
bank
he could have
regardless.
made so much.
But he could have made
But-
more, bro.
Eric, you gotta think he could have made
Yeah.
so much.
Darius
more.
Garland is making more than him, I believe.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Because Darius Garland made an All NBA team, I think, last year.
Last year, did you? I believe we made all NBA second.
I think third, but
Third.
But on that.
oh no, they're on the exact same contract actually. Because yeah, they are on the
Okay.
exact same contract.
Well, on that note, I think we should move on to upcoming movies.
Wait, no. Can before we move on, I want to touch up on one topic.
say some bullshit.
Can we confidently say Darius Garland is the best player out of that 2019 draft class?
No.
Zion is fat.
Oh, he's got a point.
John Morant.
He's fat. No, he's fat
He
and,
was
he's,
out for
and
the
he
entire
sits out the
season.
whole season.
Look at the 2019 draft. I genuinely think the Cavs got the best player in that draft.
I mean, yeah. RJ Barrett hasn't done too much.
No, dude, he's so
You
inconsistent.
know, you gotta look at this. Look. Your top 10, you have Zion, Ja, RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Jarrett Culver, Kobe White, Jackson Hayes, Roy Hachimura, and Cam Reddish.
Oh,
You're telling me
we
Darius
won.
Garland is not the best player out of those 10?
We won that.
Personally, I think
I mean,
the
the
best
entire
is
class
number
is
12,
stacked.
Tyler
It's not good. No, the class has been very.
It's,
overall,
I
it's
wouldn't
been
say it's a
very,
good
very
class.
solid. It has been a
It's
very
not.
solid role player class.
It had the
Role player class.
It
Yeah.
had the most hype.
You get, oh yeah, you
But
have,
it
you
didn't live up
you
to
do not have a so-called star. Actually, I'd say your
Hey.
best. You know what? In the top 10, I'd say Darius Garland. I'd argue though Tyler Hero at 12.
He's not better at Darius.
Doesn't matter.
than-
He's, a
He's
massive
not better
name.
than
He's a
DG.
huge name though.
Yeah,
He gave a huge name.
Yeah, for memes.
No.
I guess. You could also look further down.
Do you not remember?
Jordan Poole went. Jordan Poole went at
player.
Jordan Poole went at 28, and then Claxton went at 31.
You could look a little bit higher than that. 26.
Oh,
Fucking bust, bro.
30.
Yo, Dylan, I DM'd you to try to get you on this podcast, and you aired me, bro. So
Yeah.
fuck you. That's why you gonna warm up the bench next year. Again, if you're not in Guangdong, bro.
KPJ is better.
Facts.
KPJ is better.
30th pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Now,
you think about it,
Honestly,
transition us.
No one cares about what happened 4 years ago.
We kind of do.
So let's move on to movies. Okay, so honestly, Tyler Hero, we know him because he has a hot ass girlfriend. Let's be honest.
Does he?
he does.
He does.
He most definitely does.
But we can't talk about women on this podcast, or I feel like.
Why
we
did
get
you bring it
canceled.
up then?
I don't know.
What is wrong?
Okay, but movies.
Laughlin.
I think like the number one prospect movie coming up right now
It's Barbie.
is Oppenheimer, which comes out in June.
Say it again.
Oppenheimer,
Thank you.
great movie, stacked cast of appearance.
exactly.
Who's in it?
Eric gets it.
We have the guy from Peaky Blinders. What's his name?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I know who
I
you're
know
talking
who you're
about.
talking about.
And Scarecrow.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
You got Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh.
Say who the director is.
Director is Christopher Nolan. Yeah.
Christopher Nolan.
I
has
fuck
put
with
out
Christopher Nolan so
banger
much.
Inception, Tenet, the Dark Knight trilogy. This
Yeah.
Matt-
I think
Matt-
this
wait,
has
Matt
They got
Damon
Matt
as well?
They got
Yeah,
Matt
Matt
Damon.
Damon.
Oh wow.
Emily
that
Blunt.
cast.
Yeah, this cast.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
Who
an
is Emily Blunt married to?
It's an Oscar.
It's
It's an Oscar movie though. That's what
Oh, Josh Peck.
nobody
Wait,
cares.
what is he?
Sorry,
That's random.
that's like
as
an old
fuck.
that's
Like, I was
like
at
like
the
a
list of
10-year-old
the
Jace
best
like.
Nobody brings up Josh Peck.
Fuck me, brother.
No one brings up Josh Peck unless you say Drake Bell after or David Dobrik.
Hey.
David Dobrik, bro. What do we think about the new Spider-Man movie?
The new
I'm excited for
the
it.
Spider-Verse movie, the
Yeah.
first one.
I wasn't the
It
biggest
was-
fan at first, but I kind of like
no,
it
it
now.
was such a beautiful movie.
I
And now
was
we
not the biggest fan at first.
Soundtrack.
Now we got Metro Boomin on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
now
Oh,
you
that's
know it's
gonna
gonna
be
be beautiful.
Yeah. We go the first scene. You go have Miles Morales coming up superhero.
Really? He's gonna be a superhero.
No, brother. You know what I mean? Like the song on Metro Boomin on the album.
Cause he's a superhero.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
But do we think this movie has the potential to
What
top
are you doing?
into the Spider Verse? Because that movie, I think, like top animated movie of all time.
It was a very good movie.
Especially just like the
It had to grow on me.
like the one scene, Miles Morales jumps off the rooftop and he's like hitting the backflip or whatever.
Danger.
The soundtrack.
I
for
did that.
movie,
I did that. Spider-Man Miles
that
Morales.
shit
Thank you
is
very much.
iconic.
Thank you very much.
The movie had to grow on me. I wasn't a fan at first, and I was pretty vocal about it.
Speaking of
But
superhero movies, we actually have a very controversial one.
The Flash.
Coming out June 16th. The Flash.
Did they end up replacing him?
No, they did not. But there are multiple theories going into this movie that's basically going to reset, or it's kind of confirmed that it's going to reset the whole DC universe because now James Gunn, if you don't know, has taken over the whole DCEU, and now he's revealed his whole plan of basically trying to replicate what Marvel
Who plays
did.
Supergirl?
I don't know. basically trying to replicate what Marvel
I know.
did back in 2000
She's a
something.
good-looking girl.
Sasha Paul.
So yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
I'm a Supergirl
from the
fan.
CW. You know the Supergirl from
You know-
the CW?
that show is terrible.
It's just
You-
horrible. But she's
All
got
those
no
shows are
story.
terrible.
You know what else you're a fan of? The upcoming Barbie movie.
Speaking of the Barbie movie, I think we should go talk about the main person in that, Barbie herself.
Ryan Gosling.
Who's Barbie?
I
This is
love.
Barbie
That's
Robbie.
a sexy man.
I love.
It's
La La
Margot
Land
Robbie, so you know
much.
Jace will be there.
Never seen it, never will.
La La Land is such a good
Well,
movie.
that's a
Never
great
seen
movie.
it.
I will
La La
get
Land
you
is
to
a
watch La
very
La
good
Land.
movie. Wait, I know this is like old news, but like, Rush Hour 4 is being made.
It is?
I have mixed feelings about the movie.
It's gonna be a
With
buzz.
who?
Let's
It's
talk
gonna-
about it.
I think
It's gonna be
Jackie
very
Chan.
bad.
it's gonna be a
Holy
boom
shit.
just because
It's
of
gonna be a boom.
nostalgia.
No.
Yeah.
Just because of nostalgia.
Aren't they gonna have to be more tame though? Aren't they're gonna have to be more tame? I feel
No,
like
it's
in the
gonna
movie.
be very bad.
See,
but the
they
question
can't-
is
see,
it
that's
gonna
the
be
thing.
bad enough to be good?
That's what I'm saying.
Huh?
That's what no. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be boom only just because of nostalgia.
How
Because now
old
we
is
got
he
because
Now
now
he's gotta be like
because now we
late
got this whole
70s
like
or
new
something.
environment.
How
where
old is who,
everything's
Chris
PC.
Tucker, or
So now they
who?
can't.
Who's
Jack,
that?
Alex,
Jackie?
they can't say this half the stuff they
Jackie
want to.
is 69.
Nah.
Beautiful age.
He's at a great age for a movie, right?
You know who else is in a great age for a movie?
Huh.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is old as ever, but is still going to produce movie of the year with my personal favorite, which I'm most excited to see, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Okay,
Part One.
I'm just not
I
going
know-
to comment on how terrible of a movie that's going to
No, it is not. You clearly
be. Have
haven't.
you ever liked a single Mission Impossible?
Oh my gosh, yes. Which ones have you seen? Clearly not any.
No, I've seen them. I just don't remember the names. 'Cause
Those
they were-
protocols.
they
are
Hey,
different.
hey,
Protocol is
the
not-
one
They
where
were
they're
not
inside
memorable.
Name
They
them
were
books.
completely
Name them books.
unmemorable.
They are memorable.
They are not.
Oh my! In the last one, he was literally riding. It was like some, like
I
road
have
or whatever
never-
at the bottom of a helicopter. Dude was hanging on to dear life. Real, by the way, no CGI. The fifth one, dude was hanging on the side of a cargo airplane, which if you know a cargo airplane,
I do.
big as ever. Fourth one. Literally the
Yeah,
fourth one.
no,
What
the
was it?
dedication.
The
to
fourth-
Tom
yeah,
Cruise
exactly.
was-
He broke
We
his ankle
scaled-
filming
It's
the
on
last
that.
one.
He
Yeah.
scaled.
But that
He
That
does
cohesion
have,
does not make
a
the
stunt
movies
double.
good.
He does all
It
his
makes
own
the
stunts.
movies good.
Listen, it makes the movie that much better.
But no,
It
like,
makes
like,
it,
listen,
it makes it better. If it wasn't for his,
listen, it doesn't change the movie in a bad way. It just makes it that little bit much better.
If it
Seeing
wa-
that person.
Yeah,
do
no
the
one-
stunt.
no, if it wasn't for his effort, it'd be terrible.
Alex, no one
It's
watches
just
a spy
shitty
movie.
version of Jason Bourne.
No one watches a spy
what?
movie
If
for the
anything,
dialogue.
Jason Bourne is a shitty movie.
No. Yes.
I don't know.
That
what
movie
I'm
is so boring. But let's keep it about if like Jason Bourne, let's say Ethan Hunt, John Wick, James Bond, and then Jason Statham. From Fast
So-
and
so
Furious.
what's
Had a
his
baby.
He had a fat, ugly
If
baby.
they all were in, if they all had to fight, we think
John Wick wins.
John Wick for sure
John
wins.
Wick is
But
gonna
talking
come
about
out.
the movies, out of
Put
all
Deadpool in there.
those,
Put
all
Deadpool
those,
in there.
all those action movies.
Batman.
what
Mission-
comes out on top?
Put
Mission
Batman in
Impossible
there.
than John Wick.
Yeah.
Really?
Then I never really saw the James Bond movies and Bourne. Bourne is boring. I
Okay,
can't
but
watch it.
here, if we're gonna talk about James Bond, should we talk about how they're completely changing the main character? It's now
Well,
gonna be
yeah.
a black woman. Like, I'm sorry.
There's no,
What's wrong with that?
No,
there's nothing wrong with that. Listen.
Let him finish.
No.
Well, let's see what he's cooking. Let's see what he's cooking.
Let me-
Wait, what is it? Let him stir the pot a little
No.
bit.
It's just like how in Cleopatra, they're not having a Egyptian woman play Cleopatra. It's now a black woman. They're just
Little
completely
Mermaid.
changing.
Little Mermaid is also becoming a black
Oh,
woman.
and in DC, everyone who is ginger is now black.
I did see that.
Like, I'm sorry.
I did see
These
that.
rules
I saw
were made
that.
for specific characters. Like, if you want to change race, gender, all that,
No,
just
no.
rewrite them.
I
Make
think
a
race
new
is
series.
Alex.
tasteful. Like,
Alex,
Yes.
like,
you are
he could have went with
no,
the
no,
black
hold on,
man for James
hold on,
Bond,
Eric,
but
hold
a
on.
woman is crazy.
You are complaining about fictional characters.
Yes, I am. I'm
Being
complaining about how they're
different-
changing everything. Just like how they ruined Scooby-Doo with that Velma bullshit.
Oh my god.
No, that's just because the show sucked. That was not because of the
No,
character.
no,
First of
that's
all,
because they changed the race, gender, of fucking everyone, the sexual orientation. Just keep
no
stuff
one
how it
changed
should
sexual orientation. It was just race.
be. Velma was gay.
So what?
Why does that?
Why do you care about that
it's
so much?
2023. Why the
No,
fuck?
so
why do you
To
care?
write new characters, you don't have to change
Guys,
the
That's
old.
low-key a
yeah, I hate stepping in the middle. I wanted Alex to cook a little bit, but the food is burning in the pot. What is the first rule we mentioned when we started the podcast?
No.
What is the first
It's
rule
not burning.
we
It's
mentioned?
not burning. It's not cooking at all.
Bro,
Bro, Eric was about to agree with me.
Dude
And
is
y'all started
spitting
yapping.
utter nonsense right now.
Like,
Brother,
they just
it's not-
rewrite
You
these
trying to gas it up,
new
bro.
series. These were written with people who were
Alright.
look like this for a reason.
listen,
He is cooking with the napalm bomb right now.
we're gonna go to college, guys. Okay, so let's.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're about to have a good band.
I would like to go to
Oh,
college.
they're gonna
I'm sure
have-
you would like to
they're
go to
gonna have
college.
a
You would.
Let's not get canceled.
No. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's gonna be a good movie.
All
From
I
our
got-
childhood.
all
a
I
little
got-
bring back. A little nice.
Oh my God.
Yee, all I gotta
right
say,
after the game's coming out.
He's not going to college.
no. All I gotta say is, and I'm gonna try and keep this as
Tame.
Way to recover that
As-
with the
as
TNT
keen as
and
possible,
the-
right?
No, I've been
If-
wanting to talk about this for a
Hold on,
minute.
Alex, hold on. If you ever complain about, oh, why are they making this person black now? Or oh, why is he gay? Get a life, like get a job. You are complaining
I'm a
about the
lifeguard,
most
actually.
minimal thing ever to like a movie, all right, or like a show. Just the tiniest bit of detail. They're just complaining about it, and it's so. I remember when people were first complaining about the Little Mermaid being black. So what? It's a mermaid. Of course it's supposed to not be real.
Okay, so let's talk about Cleopatra.
What are we supposed to complain? That she
She's
has
a
feet now?
historical figure. How do you feel about that one? Do you think
No.
they should change historical figures?
No, the fact that
Because
it's
you-
like
no,
a
here's the
real
thing.
person makes
you
it
tr- if
different.
you
Like,
change
a
the-
fictional character
yeah,
is one
But
thing.
if you changed Obama to a white person, canceled. Would not make it out of the theater.
Guys,
If you do
I
it the other way around.
am so desperate to get out of this time. Oh, they're about to take a nap.
Alex, it's not.
All right, what's the next one?
Okay.
He's spitting. I would
All right.
just like to say that Egypt is in Africa, by the way.
Egyptians are not African. They're Egyptian.
Where?
Oh my God.
It's in Africa, but they are still different people.
Shane, do you think Jesus was black?
Yes, Jesus was black.
I agree.
Sorry.
No, he probably was, honestly.
No, not probably.
Okay.
No, he might have been Arab.
Nope. Black.
And now, hardest sport.
we doing good over there, Jace?
Dude, I got baited. Okay, what? Like I couldn't just sit here. And
Alright, guys, we're gonna move on
And we're back.
to the other topic that we're gonna cover today, which is we're just gonna sit here and you're gonna watch us debate like clowns over what we think the hardest sports are to play.
I'm starting right now with one.
What?
I'd say the easiest sport to play.
Don't say what I think you're gonna say.
Diving.
Diving.
Oh, you are
That is
so
so
wrong.
No.
I think
so
swimming.
false.
No.
Bro, try to go on a 10-meter platform and try to jump off without shitting yourself.
Easy.
No, it's different once you're on
Jay,
stage.
No, look.
Trust
me.
here,
Oh, it ain't
here, I
bad.
have a
It's
pop-up
different.
picture of
It's
you
different.
looking down.
I've done cliff jumping before. It's scary at first, but once you jump one time, you're good.
Okay,
No,
but
it's
you're
a
jumping,
lot
trying
higher.
to dive off of it.
No, I
No,
jumped off
listen,
a high
I'm
ass
not
cliff.
talking about
try and
how
dive
the
off of it.
feeling in your
Yeah, I
stomach
guess.
is. I'm talking about the daily training you put in. What training are you putting in?
If you land
That's
wrong,
just
you could
sports in
die.
general.
If you land wrong, you could die.
Yeah.
You could
Okay,
genuinely
so we're
snap
not
your
land,
neck
that's
in the
it.
water.
Okay, but we have to make the
With the
distinction
amount
here
of
about
flips.
what's the hardest, like physically challenging in that regard, or versus like what is the hardest to
No,
develop the
everything.
skill
Like,
for?
yeah, physical.
Because that's
I
a
just
totally
think
different debate.
No, I think hardest to maintain a career in. I'd say. You want to do that?
Wait. No, but going back to what you
Nah,
said about diving, if your technique's a little bit off, you're not going to get points. And you could even hurt yourself. You don't
Okay,
see it in the
I think-
Olympics because
okay,
they're
but
the
listen,
best of the best of the best.
Alex, I'm not talking about in the competition,
We're talking
bro.
about high school diving. Which is
No.
complete bullshit.
No, I think what we should base the question off of is like physically draining it is.
Yes, the
mental,
work
all that
ethic
stuff.
you put in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is very physical.
I would say combat sports, like without a doubt. Like
Specific MMA.
If you toss
MMA.
combat sports out there, I'm tossing racing out there.
Racing's hard on the back, but that's pretty much it.
Racing is hard on the neck, on the mind. I know an F1 racer going around a corner could go up to
You watch
5
F1?
Gs.
yeah, the training for that is brutal.
Yeah.
I would say the neck.
Yeah,
Guys-
people don't realize how good of an athlete you have to be.
Oh,
to
yeah.
And I'm not
And
saying
the reaction
driver.
I'm not saying I think the if we're talking in terms of easy sport to pick. Like, there's obviously hard and easy, like to just pick up and play or be good at. I think on the easier side of just picking up and playing, soccer is up there as one of the easier ones. But I think the difference in skill, to a high level player, I think soccer has that biggest disparity,
Like,
and it's
same,
hard
Same thing with
because you need.
football. Like
Yeah,
anyone
it's
could get, be
easy to be
decent
an
at it.
average, but like
But
I
like, to
think
be
golf's
like
the
at that
easiest
top
sport.
level,
to be at the top level
like
is
the difference between
insane.
For
Tiger
soccer-
Woods and
no.
everyone else is like
But that's like
Because
like
for
that's
soccer,
one of the
that's-
biggest skill gaps.
it's on
that's
so
like
many
every-
levels for each sport. Each
Yeah,
sport
no,
has
that's
its
every
own level.
sport.
Yeah, yeah.
Soccer
If we're
has
talking-
conditioning, technicality,
So if we're
positioning.
talking like basics, like ground zero of sports, it's golfing. That's the easy sport.
Well, disc golf's easier.
It's easy to pick up, but really hard to master.
Disc golf.
No, golfing. I'm just talking golfing.
I'm talking about disc golf. That's
No, I know.
That's
I
I need
was,
to-
I was following up.
I need to tap out for a second.
Because
How
you're
about-
freaking nature.
How about MMA, bro? Did you
That's
guys
what I'm
cover?
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're covering.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
but have you seen the road work you have to put in to be truly good at boxing?
Just
I
as
guess,
much
your
road, if
reflexes
not more in
for
UFC.
MMA.
I
Yeah.
disagree.
Because
No.
boxing and
There's so many
wrestling
more
together
aspects.
are by far the best martial arts. Like if you're trying
Yeah.
to just generally like either compete in MMA or just well, yeah, I mean, having the
Jiu-jitsu.
kicks is obviously going to be a plus, but jiu-jitsu not really.
Not
like,
really.
just
It's like-
Just ground.
Well,
it's
you-
really
well, you
the
really-
mindset
I think what you
that
really
you learn
need-
from
yeah.
wrestling, because the
Yeah.
mindset of
Mindset and
wrestling
discipline.
is just different.
How do we feel about hockey? Did you guys cover hockey?
Hockey's hard.
I bet it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Hockey is hard, like
As
to,
fuck.
to master. I mean,
Yeah.
it literally, like, think about it as just going when you ice skate.
It's
You-
hard to
you
literally
change-
just
if you
skate.
change your direction on ice in like a matter of less than a second is insanely
Yeah.
hard to do in the first place. When you gotta fucking worry about these fuckers that come over, smack the living shit out of you as well. That's a different one.
You gotta balance and everything and worry about people not bodying you.
And then that little ass puck, bro. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, no,
Big ass keeper wearing pads and shit on a small ass
I
net.
got hockey. I'll say it's just a lot like baseball. Is you're playing like I believe I don't know how many games is a hockey season, but you're playing on a nightly basis.
So
I
And you gotta know how to.
let's talk about how they also have to like keep the fans interested. So they're going to be pressured.
They don't
to
do a very
fight.
good job. They don't do a very good job.
You guys just don't watch
yeah.
hockey,
No. They're pressured to fight. So the
I saw
fans
something about their
keep
numbers
it
being in like all time low.
Because let's be honest, if
Like,
there
the
weren't fights
referees
in
let
hockey,
it
who would
happen
watch?
to a degree.
I
I mean, there are hockey fans out there. As a Canadian, I would know this, but I mean, I never kept up with hockey to that degree. I mean,
Well, no, look, the fights. I believe the fight like the.
I mean,
fighting
that
numbers are down
definitely
this year.
is like, but that's part of like the change in regulations. Like,
Yeah.
if you go back even like 5 years, you had like designated athletes on that team that are there for the sole purpose of backing up their guys when they get into a conflict.
I mean, speaking off like backing off that a little bit, the NHL is a lot different now. I'd say based on just 5-10 years ago, whatever. 10 years ago, you had players that are called your enforcers, that are there to fuck people up. Nowadays, it's skill, speed, how quick you are off of like an acceleration type thing.
Which
Like,
quite honestly isn't as entertaining to me.
but that's
But
that.
if
You're
you
looking at it
want
from
to
a
watch
different aspect.
fights for like the sake of fights,
You
go
watch
them
UFC,
MMA.
right?
Yeah, but
Or
I
you
want to
watch
watch them where
YouTube.
no, but I want to watch them
Or
where there's a
midget
chance
boxing.
they could accidentally get their neck slit by the skates, which has happened to a
Dude,
keeper
that
in
is
the
so
past.
funny.
It's happened to many people. I know you're talking about the Buffalo keeper
Yes,
back in the
that would be
90s.
so funny.
Yeah.
Is that why they got that like rubber stuff at the bottom of my trigger?
No, that's just like off of the ice. They keep that on off the ice to not damage the skates.
Oh.
That's why goalies wear neck protectors.
No, he's talking about like how on skates they have rubber stuff when they're off the ice,
I don't watch
but they take it off
hockey.
when they get on the ice.
I'm not Canadian like this guy over
I think the last sport that I'm gonna mention that deserves a lot of praise is cross country, dude. Like, holy
I mean,
fuck, I would
that's-
die.
Okay.
Yes.
I would fucking die,
I'm
bro.
not,
You just straight cycle if you're going cross country.
cross
Right.
country is very different because there's the 100-mile races. Those I agree with, but just cross country, that's a different story.
Dude, you try like running at a good, solid fucking
Try
pace.
running at a good solid pace for 100 miles straight.
I'm not talking even about that
And that's
extreme.
a-
That
I'm
is
talking about the
extreme level.
running. That takes talent, effort.
I got a hot take. I'm gonna get clowned for this 100%.
No, don't.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say it. Jace, you might back me up on this one. I think it's okay. It's not technically a sport, but I think one of the most physically and mentally challenging things. Whatever.
Spit it out.
Professional wrestling. Let me explain
Dude,
why.
come
No, let
on.
me explain why. Let me explain why.
Come, it's just acting.
No,
They're
no,
just
no,
good
no.
actors.
There's more than that.
I'll say
There's more than that.
I'm not gonna back it up like it's a fucking it's a
Like we know
like
it's not
conditioning-
MMA
You're
or whatever.
conditioned like for football or baseball or
You
soccer or whatever, but you're taking a lot of the same damage that a UFC fighter's taking on.
Yeah, there's still damage.
But they
And
learn ways to like take in the
Okay,
damage
No,
better.
no, no. But you're on. But here's the thing: you're on the road, 24/7, 365
You
days
drive
out of the
show
year.
to show to show.
There is, it's not like NBA or MMA where you have breaks for like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
These people are expected to, okay, we're gonna stop in Florida for Raw.
Yeah.
We're gonna expect you to put on a 20-minute spectacular
Fucking
match.
WrestleMania Sunday.
And then we have a house show Wednesday, and then you whatever.
Yeah.
Go back to then Saturday
But
pay-per-view.
it's like
It's
insane.
insane.
It's like you're in Florida for Raw. Then you go to New York for like a house show or whatever. Like whatever.
Yeah,
Then you go back to LA for WrestleMania.
it's
like,
so much travel and all that
you're
stuff.
bouncing across America.
Exactly,
Okay,
it's insane.
I'm gonna be honest. If we're gonna consider that a sport, then we have to talk about bodybuilding. Because right before a show, do you know? No. Do you know what they're eating for maybe a month or two before the show? They're getting all their nutrients from
Colonoscopy drugs.
vitamins and drugs. They're not eating actual.
Steroids.
They're not eating actual food.
So they're doing it to themselves. They're cheating.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Like, they
necessarily
can't-
true.
That is
It's
listen. That is a
drop
personal
more
choice.
calories.
Exactly.
You are
no,
listen.
insanely low to the point that a lot of people would go insane. The hunger they feel is
Personal
wild.
choice.
Standing on a stage flexing
Personal
for
choice.
5 hours. So it's playing any of these fucking sports.
No.
That doesn't make this any less.
No, a lot of people do it as a way out. I don't think bodybuilding is looked at
In
as a
normal
way out.
sport, you are not killing your body to provide for a win. You hurt yourself along the way, but it's not like you're killing yourself to go fucking look good.
And I've never heard.
flex for 5 minutes on a
And
stage.
I'm sorry if.
It's 5 hours.
But bodybuilding is more of an art.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes.
You're literally
And
just making a piece of art.
Correct me if I'm wrong, also, but I think a lot of people who get into bodybuilding, they don't look at it as a like way to get make it out or make money. It's more of a
Don't
I dare I say
a hobby.
It is
hobby
It is a hobby.
It is not a
that
hobby.
rich people endure in because they have the money to afford these
It is
steroids.
a lifestyle.
Yes, but
If
it
you're
is
calling
a
that a
hobby
hobby,
that turns into a lifestyle.
You're
You don't say it's
disrespecting
not.
so many people calling that a hobby.
Buddy, fucking look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, it turns into a lifestyle when they
Yes.
start injecting themselves with
You start doing
steroids.
this,
Yeah.
And
It
that's
start-
all of them
you're-
across
you
the
don't
They take one thing of creatine. It's over.
You start you go into it, go into the
That's
gym,
stretching a little
start
bit.
lifting
No, it's
as
not.
That is the hardest part, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I've seen
Because once you
videos
have the
of
steroids, it's not hard to fucking lift.
But you
I
start
took my
what I'm
creatine
saying.
today.
All right,
I'm not roided.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
you
just
are.
not going to talk to idiots anymore.
Fuck
I'm
you.
just going to be quiet for the rest of this podcast.
Crazy, bro.
He's flying a plane tomorrow. Just be on the lookout on the news, guys.
I know my WWE.
Just because one of your points gets proved. Like,
Plane crashes into cornfield in Ohio. Sole survivor Alex Dro.
Sport.
It is a sport.
It's an art, like he said.
No, if that's a sport, then professional wrestling is a sport.
Yes,
too.
I
We're
literally,
going off
I literally said that picking off of if professional wrestling is a sport. I'm not sure if your
Oh, then
guys'
it's
brains don't work.
No,
It's not.
Both are not.
Yes.
Okay, then both are not.
Both are.
Because
I
if
think
you
we
want to
can
say
agree on that.
professional wrestling is and bodybuilding isn't,
Thank
then we
you,
have.
Alex.
That's what I said from the start.
Guys.
I'm
You
not.
guys are so deaf.
No, Alex, I'm arguing your point of bodybuilding being a sport. I'm not arguing your point that bodybuilding isn't mentally isn't a mental toll.
No.
or isn't hard. Or,
No,
shut up.
No,
Or is
no,
it some? No.
You,
Quiet.
you argued that professional wrestling is a sport and bodybuilding isn't. We're not getting this mixed up. We can play the tape back.
I
but
said it
we're
was
not
art.
going because I'm going to be editing.
Both
this
are
shit.
considered art.
Yes.
Okay,
Not
if you want to talk about what's like the most physically,
One is a
challenging
performing
thing,
art, I'd
that's
say,
one
though.
thing, but
Wrestling's more of a
different
performing
wrestling sports is like a different conversation. Like they
Yes.
all go through like different physically challenging aspects.
All right.
They're different.
Wait, while we're on this topic, I'm not saying it's a hard sport. I'm so
Chess
sorry.
is a hard sport.
Cheer is not a sport. Let's
Cheer
clarify that.
No,
Cheer
cheer,
is.
and dance is not a
No,
sport.
I will
Nope.
say this.
No,
If you're
both
standing on
of
the
them are
sideline
hobby.
fucking doing pom poms or whatever, that's
Yeah.
not a sport.
You are
I agree
doing
with that
jack.
100% totally. However, the competitive cheer where you're out here
Still
throwing
no, bro.
people up
Okay,
in the
competitive
air,
cheer,
you're doing
okay.
flips.
No, competitive.
That
cheer
is-
it's hard.
I would say
I'll
that
argue
that
that,
is a
but if
sport.
I would still call it a hobby at
No,
that
but
point.
if you're
I
talking
think.
like football games, you know,
That's sideline.
It's just
Sideline-
something that's totally
Austin is,
different.
I'm like, yeah, I ain't
Because when
about
people-
to get into that whole argument, but sideline and competitive are two different things.
yeah, competitive is a sport.
You have practice for sideline.
'Cause when
but
people-
you don't train. like
When
you
people
do.
argue that cheerleading is a sport, they'll bring up, you know, like the sideline
Yeah.
stuff. That's not
That's two
a
different
sport.
things.
There was a literal
Yes.
Olympics for gymnastics. Or no, well, gymnastics, cheerleading, same difference.
Gymnastics is
Gymnastics and
insanely
cheerleading are
hard.
low. That is
Well,
very
they
different.
both do flips.
You both,
you know,
they
they both
they
do
both have,
flips
like,
here and
floor-
there.
listen, they both have a floor routine. But that's where it stops for cheerleading and where it expands for gymnastics.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry, but I think it's time to bring this episode to a close. But before we do that,
chess first.
Nope.
Because
No,
look, that's
that's-
not
Alright,
physically
thank you guys
doing
no,
it.
no,
so
no,
much.
before we end, I'm gonna go. I want to go in a circle, and I want to hear each of you say what you think the hardest sport is in general. So we'll start with Shane, unless you want to start over there because you need.
Can I have two?
No.
No, it has to be one.
Let me go last then.
Jace, go ahead.
Here, no.
Boxing.
Okay, now I think.
Who?
I mean, it's hard to pick just one. Like, there's so many different
Exactly.
aspects that come into play. But I would say MMA.
I would say MMA as well, but to not be boring, I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say cross country.
I am going to go the other direction and say professional wrestling.
I will.
Yep.
It
It made sense.
Listen.
My
Shut
argument.
up.
My argument made sense. You
We
cannot.
keeping it interesting. I'm gonna say F1. Series like racing.
I see the
I guess-
reflex
I
wise,
guess.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna go to the whole thing, but it's a 2-hour race. You are on your buns are fucking toasted, eh? Get done. Your buddy's ready for your hot dogs going already.
Turn Canadian for a sec, bro.
Are you not offended? He is
I'll let that
dissing
one
your
slide.
whole.
It was a good Canadian accent.
He is dissing your whole nation.
Why are you trying to instigate
Watch
this?
your mouth before I go double deke your
You're
mom
gonna let him
somebody.
do this.
Okay, but it was funny though.
It's because his Fortnite gliders are valid.
I'll put a hat on my Fortnite glass.
Those
Bro,
are
I got like season 1 limited edition like Mako glass.
Okay.
Fortnite.
But I feel like
season-
there's
Lenny's
one
going crazy.
thing in
That's
this
season
sports
5.
discussion that we haven't mentioned, and that is hitting a baseball.
It's hard as fuck.
We
I
talked
brought
about
up
that
baseball.
when you were gone.
Yeah, you guys were gone. I brought
It's
up
hard.
baseball.
It is very hard,
But it's definitely not the hardest.
but it's not the hardest.
Not even-
It's something to be considered, but it's.
I think making contact isn't insanely difficult. It's hard. It's fucked. Don't get me wrong.
It takes skill.
It takes
That
skill,
takes legit
but
skill.
once you get it, you're gonna make contact. If you swing your bat every fucking pitch, you're gonna make contact.
There is a degree of luck.
They're also to strike out. I might not have the best OBPS, but
But we're talking making
Okay, but
contact.
isn't like some of the best players aren't they batting like a .3?
the fuck.
That's good. Like a
Yeah,
point
yeah,
three,
that's-
batting
that's
300 is
batting to 300, yeah.
That's
is
some of the
insanely
best.
good.
And that's a very low percentage.
If you're batting 250, you're playing a good role on your team. That means 1 in every 4 at bats you're getting on base.
I'd say anything on the 240, you're kind of bad at a little shitty.
No, I was gonna say, but that's
Under 200, you're going to China, bud.
But one thing,
I love that
Like,
saying.
what, Triple A?
Insane.
I love that saying.
Like,
No, Japan is actually good at
25% is
baseball.
not an insane success rate. So I'm saying like they're
I mean, Barry Bonds almost hit 400.
Well, he was on roids.
Nah, bring back Roy.
Zero.
Facts, bro.
I feel like depending on the sport,
Bro, but
there
he-
is a conversation to have for the use of performance-enhancing drugs. I think in like MMA and football, there should be none of that whatsoever, because just the risk for injury is
Yes.
already high enough.
Are you going to say juice up the baseball players?
Yes, it's more
Fernando
fun.
Tatis.
It's more
I
interesting,
guess.
more dingers. I'm sick and tired of watching. Like, I'm sick and tired of waking up and be like, you know what?
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
watch
you're
a
talking
Gordian. I'm gonna
You've
watch.
never said that.
You're
You've never
welcome.
said
I
that before.
woke up.
Josh Naylor's hit home runs in the back-to-back nights.
Okay.
You didn't watch.
Okay, but if he was on roids, how many times he would have done
He
that?
probably is. Like the way the range. that he
Dude,
gets
his
at
roidage in the
home
dugout
runs,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Like, you might be.
I'm gonna need to see a video then.
I'll show it to you after. Yeah.
Dude, but it kind of does show how hard baseball is. If Barry Bonds was roided up and couldn't even bat 400, that speaks a lot.
on that note.
We're going to
See
end
you
it.
guys later. Like, subscribe, share.
Tell us what we can do better.
Please share.
Tell us what we can do better, please.
Share it on Indeed, share it your Facebook group, all that stuff. Send it to the group chat. Tell them what's good.
If you guys know a paraplegic, tell them you love him, and we'll see you in the next one. Make sure to keep your stick on ice.